What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your boy KidSmoove, and this is Apples and Oranges, and welcome to another Tupac fact section. Now, you know, it's November. I know I'm a little bit late on this, but we just missed the anniversary of the release of 2Pacalypse. Now, I believe that album came out on like November 12th, 1991. So that was well over 20 years ago. We're looking at like maybe 26 years when Tupac's debut album 2Pacalypse now released. And I did have this album. I did have it. I don't have it no more. I'm still struggling to find it. I really want the disc base. I gotta go to the store and find it. But back in the day, I don't know if artists still do it. But back in the day when rap albums, if you open like the little CD booklet, there were either lyrics to every song, or there were like song by song commentary or comments or testimonials for their songs. And Tupac commented on like I think every song that was on 2Pacalypse now, with the exception of maybe like two. I think he didn't have one for like Crooked Ass Nigga and Words of Wisdom. But he had pretty much he had something to say about all the other records, and I'm only talking about this because they're either just reissued or they're about to reissue the 2Pacalypse now vinyl. And you know that obviously hard to find. So let's get into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read some of the commentary, or all the commentary of the available commentary that Tupac had on each song that was found in the 2Pacalypse Now booklet. So the first song, which was Young Black Male, what Tupac had to say about this song, he says, "Only a young black male can tell you how a young black male lives, how you get sweated by the cops all the time, how your homies are rushed. This rap's so straight from the heart that I did it in one take, one burst." Right? And we all heard the stories about Tupac doing tracks in like one take. He didn't spend too much time on one song, always kind of just do one, next one, do one, next one. Here's what he had to say about his debut single. I think I think Trap was the day. It was either Brenda's Got a Baby or Trap. I think Trap was the debut single. What he had to say about Trap was, "We're trapped in our own ghettos, and some people are bragging about it. White people can go anywhere except the ghetto, and we can't go any place but the ghetto. Who do you think has the best of that deal? It doesn't make any difference if your hair is permed or braided or in dreads. You're in the ghetto, then you're trapped." That's what Tupac had to say about Trapped, and he is absolutely right. Especially for that time. So the stuff that he was talking about in 1991 still exists today in 2016. Brenda's Got a Baby. Now, obviously, this is a classic among all Tupac fans. And Tupac, what he had to say about this song, Brenda's Got a Baby. "A true story. A family in New York died when they left the gas on because they were so cold, except for a 12-year-old girl. She then went to stay with a cousin who molested her and got her pregnant. She had the baby on the bathroom floor before she went to school. Then she threw it in the incinerator. Fortunately, someone saved the child, but reading that story, the pain really shook me." Yes, Brenda's Got a Baby was based on a true story. It does say that in the beginning of the music video. That actually did happen. Obviously, Tupac added his own flavor to it, his own added some fiction to the story, but it was based on a true story. The song Violent. What Tupac had to say about the song Violent, he said, "My enemy is the police. They're like the cops in Terminator 2, globs that can take any shape. They call themselves officer friendly, but they're out on the street kicking motherfucking asses. The song just vents my frustrations." Once again, Tupac being accurate. This is what he said in like 1991. And cops are still kicking people's asses today. The only difference between now and then, we got cell phones and Facebook and live streams, and we're seeing them shoot and beat and mishandle people on camera, and still justice isn't being served. This was going on for a long time. We finally just have the technology to see it. Well, if my homie calls. Now, If My Homie Calls is one of my personal favorites off this album. This is what Tupac had to say about If My Homies Calls. I'll always stay true to my homies. The show can wait, the movie can wait, because your homies are the ones who stay true. Yes, homies. I mean, we don't call them homies anymore. Some days they're niggas, my boys, my peoples, fam, blood, cuz, I don't know, however you describe your homies, but homies. Tupac had homies, we all got homies. I Don't Give a Fuck. This was a track I actually liked too. What Tupac had to say about I Don't Give a Fuck was, Digital Underground got jacked by the San Francisco Police Department. They put guns to our heads right after getting nominated for a Grammy. Shut up or we'll blow you away. 2 hours later, I'm in a studio session and this is what came out. I'm talking some true shit here. Yes, this is the difference between hip hop then versus hip hop now and rap now. Reason why rap stood with us back then, because it was rapping about shit that actually happened, shit that was actually going on, that you felt, that some people could relate to. Now with music now, we don't really get that. Tupac has another song called Something Wicked, and what he had to say about this track, he says, in case anybody thinks we always need samples, Kanye West, I wanted to show you how we'd make it with no samples at all. We got the beat and I just rocked it. Yup, Pac did his thing on a track called Something Wicked. Check it out. Rebel of the Underground. Dun, 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 dun. Rebel. Yeah, Tupac says, I'm a rebel. I'm always the one talking the loudest and getting arrested or thrown out of someplace. That's how he describes that song. The Lunatic. Tupac says, that's my nickname in the underground. Big U and Little U. Everybody got a character and a nickname. I guess I got this one because mine is personality and that can flip at any second. And that's also the track called The Lunatic if you wanted to listen to that. Part-Time Mother. This was another one of my favorites on this album. He says, this is the flip side of records glorifying dope dealing and free sex. This one's about a friend who freaks for a 10-piece and how his son is ashamed of him. He becomes a stone cold killer, and a mother who's so blinded by love of this dealer she's not listening when her daughter tells her she's been raped, and how a one-night stand leaves a man with a baby and how it changes his life. He too is a part-time mother. Yes. And also the other track, the last track, which is Soulja's Story. Tupac says about this song, dope dealers are known as soldiers because he says dope dealers are known as soldiers because they tuned into war. In this story, a little brother idolizes his big brother dope dealer, so when the big brother goes to the penitentiary, the little brother tries to break him out and dies. He didn't know it's a fast life. He didn't know it's not like how they tell you. Yes. And that was all the commentary that was in the booklet of Tupac's Clips Now album. If you don't got it, you ain't got it. But I will repost the article that has some of this stuff in there as well. 2Pacalypse Now, like I said, was Tupac's debut album. Came out November 12th, 1991. They're about to reissue it as a vinyl. I don't know how long those are gonna last. But this was one of my favorite albums. It's not like I got a lot of favorite albums by Tupac. I like this album a lot. There was a couple songs on here, but I liked it strictly for my NIGGAZ even more. But if you guys haven't heard 2Pacalypse Now, you best to check it out. And actually, the link I'm going to send y'all will actually include like songs from it too, so you can listen to that. So this is KidSmoove Apples and Oranges update, and what you just listened to was song by song commentary of Tupac's 2Pacalypse Now in his own words. I'm just the one reading it. All right, thank you guys for watching. Get us to 500 subscribers. Like, share, comment, and you guys have a blessed day. We out of here.